Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Today, for episode 2, we're actually going to just start a new save, a new, fresh account. The only character we can play with is Isaac, so we shall do that. I know I promised I'll show you some other characters, but a new save won't let me do that. So there you go. Happy birthday. So also, this will give me the opportunity to explain some items as we unlock them, which might be pretty cool. 2 bombs for the Tinted Rock. Yeah, seriously. Golden chest you can find items in, like passives and usables and stuff, but usually it's just keys and consumables. Yeah, I think from now on we'll just use it. There's a difference between items and consumables. Consumables will be your bombs and your keys and your money. Oh, that is horrible. So this item will cut my head off. Whoops! There you go. And then I think what happens is either my body will run around and do damage to people, and then my head takes damage. Like, if somebody shoots at me, I can't take damage from my body. I can only take damage on my head. Or it's my body that takes damage and my head doesn't. But then my body doesn't run around. I can't remember which one it is. I just know it's horrible. It's bad because it readjusts where your tears are coming from. Which makes it more difficult to aim, which is inherently bad. It just changes the way you gotta play, and I don't like it. I'm not going to use this key on that golden chest that we found. I'm going to use it in the next floor, because on the first floor your item room is always unlocked for you, and then every room after that it's locked. So you need a key to open the item room on the next floor, but you're not guaranteed to get a key. So I'm just going to keep this one, and just to get, I don't know, just get a better chance of a better item. Because this scissors thing is fucking shears or whatever it is. It just shear off. Haha! Bad puns. Now, Monstro is pretty much the easiest, one of the easiest bosses in the game, but because he's in such a small room, or a narrow room, it makes it more harder. It makes it more difficult. Crackjacks. Crackjacks will drop a random trinket. Now, I'm not gonna pick this trinket up to show you what it does. Actually, you know what? I might as well. I hate it. I really do. Just plain and simple. What it does is augment the way your tears move. So now they move like all like that, and I hate it. It's not something I like because it changes the way I deal damage. We will plant a bomb here. Seriously, another. Can I not just get any freaking soul hearts? Why are you giving me a... Oh no, whatever. See, so now I can't shoot in a straight line anymore, which makes it more difficult to actually hit the targets I'm aiming for. And it's all your fault because I'm trying to show you what these things do. Meanwhile... No, it's my fault. I'm sorry. Poop 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 poop. I can't even shoot in a straight line. I gotta get a different trinket. I gotta get one like now. This thing is so annoying. We break poop because poop has a chance to drop some items, coins, HP, bombs. So there's a tinted rock in this room. I'll give you until the end of the room to try and find it. Now, Tinted Rocks are awesome. They're great. Yay! Not the pole. I'm not yay for the pole. Pulse Worm. Pulse Worm does a similar thing. So there you can see our tears go wob 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 wob. Is that even the? That's the flavor text. That's zip zoom. Wob wob. Yeah. Wob 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 wob. So here's the Tinted Rock. There you go. Oh my word! Seriously, I don't have the keys to open all these things. That's so annoying. I actually think this Wob Wob Worm, when your tears are bigger, at the apex of the wob, if you can call it that, it does slightly more damage. I could be wrong though. I mean, I haven't really noticed a significant difference between having it and not having it. Yet another Tinted Rock. I swear, if you don't give me a soul heart, I'm gonna be mad. Gives me a soul heart and my bomb back. Good man. Right, so now that we've got our soul heart and we haven't lost any red HP this floor yet, we still have a 100% chance to get a deal with the devil if we beat the boss. So I'm gonna hopefully I don't take another damage or whatever. But we're gonna go for the boss now, so that we don't waste or mistakenly take damage throughout the other rooms and then lose our chance to get a deal with the devil. Larry can be difficult because he moves randomly and he splits like that, like he's just saw now if you damage him. But alas, we win and we get an HP up and a deal with the devil. The deal with the devil is going to give us Ghost Baby, which is and Little Brimstone. We'll take Little Brimstone because I actually think he's going to save us here a little bit. What Little Brimstone does is he has a charge up shot. As long as you're shooting in a direction, you'll charge up as you see there, and then if you let it go, boom, I'm firing my laser. The only downside to him really is that he kind of follows you, but in a lackadaisical way, like kind of follows you, like it's a bit of a delay, so he can be difficult to aim if you're not used to it. Chocolate Milk. We will take Chocolate Milk. Now, Chocolate Milk was cool because it gives you a charge shot, and then you shoot one big Chocolate Milk shot like that, or you can just spam it and shoot as fast as you basically can tap. Are there any more Tinted Rocks there? There shouldn't be. No. Okay. Oh, I think the one upside about the scissor item, I don't know, I don't even bother learning his name, is that, oh, fun fact also, Larry Jr., when he's in the room, when you're fighting him, he will poop, right? Now, that poop won't give you any items if you break it, but if you go out the room and then back into the room, those poops give you a chance to drop something. I mean, it doesn't always happen like you just saw, but the chance of it dropping an item gets, I wouldn't say bigger, it just exists after that. Right, let's have a look at what does floor 3 have for us. So Little Brimstone is going to help us a lot in a room like this, because a Brimstone shot has infinite range. It just goes until the end of the room. Ow. And it, yeah, Little Brimstone's not bad. I prefer Brimstone for myself, but yeah. So we've got Curse of the Lost. Curse of the Lost won't reveal the map to us, or the mini-map to us, or whatever. So it's just a big giant question mark, and you end up, I don't know what that is. That's either... Actually, let's have a look. Yeah, it's Cursed Eye. So Cursed Eye is a charge shot. Pardon me. So you charge it, and then it should shoot, I think it's up to 5 shots in a row, but I think the chocolate milk that we have overrides it, so it ends up just being useless, which is fine by me. I do not like Cursed Eye. Also, I think Cursed Eye, if you take red heart damage or any damage, you get teleported out of the room. It's actually, let me just test that. No, okay. Or it's something, I don't know, I think it does teleport you, I think. I'm not charging my shots up all the time because your shots have knockback, and these guys tend to get a little bit close, and the more shots I shoot, the further I can shoot them away from me. It's just something So now we're gonna navigate to the boss room without knowing what the map looks like. I'm gonna probably run through the same rooms a couple of times, just looking for this boss room. We'll just keep going right. Seems like the right thing to do. Haha. Looks like Cursed Eye is actually working. It's just the first shot that I shoot is charged from chocolate milk, and then the other shots are just like these small normal shots. So Cursed Eye is actually poo-poo. So there is another tinted rock in this room. Can you find it? It's this one. How do I know that? It's a slightly different color to these, and also it's got that X on it on the top left. You can see there's an X. X marks the spot, so we'll bomb that. Get a soul heart. We only have 9% chance to deal with the devil because I took that damage on purpose earlier, so I don't suspect me getting a deal with the devil. Mega Fatty, he's okay. He's got a very unfair attack, that one there. He just jumps into the end immediately afterwards, lands on you. I find it difficult to dodge. You're gonna have to keep moving. There you go. So that's what Cursed Eye does. Teleports me out of the room. Now I have to go back and fight a boss whose HP is completely recovered. The damage that you do to them doesn't stick. Every time you walk into a room, or get teleported out of the room before you've cleared it, all the enemies will respawn on full HP, which is annoying. So now I've taken damage. I'm half a heart down from where I was when I first entered this room, and I get teleported out of it, and he's back on full HP. It's just not fair. Mr. Dolly will give us some HP and some attack speed, and down we go. Caves 2. No curse. Very nice, very nice. We don't like curses. So, I don't know, I'm basically just going to play this whole game just trying to use this little brimstone. This charge shot is really annoying, and hopefully I don't get hit and teleported out completely. Right, I'll tell you what this does in a bit. We will take it. But this machine over here, if you put money into it, every time you walk into it, it'll take a coin, and then it has a chance to change the item that it's, if I can say, linked to. So I can pay an indeterminate amount of money to change the item that I pick up, or I can just plant a bomb, and if the bomb is bomb's radius will damage it, then it will change that item. But we don't really want that. We want to take Yo Listen. What Yo Listen does is it makes this little fly thing follow us, and when we walk into a room that is adjacent to a secret room like this, he'll fly to the place where the secret room is and tell you where it is, basically. So you put your bomb there and you can find secret rooms. This is a gambling machine, so you'll walk into it and put money in, and then there's a chance that it will spit something out. Bombs, keys, hearts, whatever. I don't know, I just find it easier just to bomb it. Usually you get something out of it. A couple of coins, soul hearts, keys, bombs. It's just, I don't know. If you have the bomb, I'd just bomb it. I mean... Ow! Oh, Cain or Cursed Art teleports. Okay, this is super annoying. How am I supposed to get through this? Right, let's try this again then, shall we? Oops. Ah, got lucky there. Right. I don't know why that Yo Listen is stuck in the corner. I've seen that before. I don't know why that happens. The lovers. The lovers will give us HP, but only red heart HP. The Joker will teleport us to the devil room. We want that. That's good. The moon will take us to the secret room. We've already been to the secret room. So we're going to keep the Joker card. We've got a 72.5% chance of getting into the devil deal for this run anyway. So we won't use it just yet, but we will take jump, or how to jump. So what how to jump does is, it's a usable item that you can use as often as you want, and it will jump over obstacles that you wouldn't usually be able to. So without flying, we'd never be able to get here. With jump, we can get there, and we can just jump out again as well, which is cool. It's very, very handy. You can use it offensively, defensively. You can use it just to get items. The Yo Listen is stuck on the top there because it's trying to tell us that there's a secret room that we've already been to. It will tell us where both secret rooms are, but secret and super secret rooms. So that's cool. I'm not sure, I think it also tells us about tinted rocks. So even if you don't really see it at first, we got 13 monies. We might as well go in here. Broken stopwatch is good, but it costs 15. So we're gonna bomb the keeper here, the shopkeeper. Sometimes what happens is he'll drop enemy spiders, or he might drop coins. Usually what happens when you bomb the shopkeeper, it gives also ups your chance to get into the devil deal. Not significantly, but more chance is always better than less chance. Let's just blow this up because it's annoying. So I just want to see what this card is. 2 of diamonds. 2 of diamonds will double the coins that we currently hold. We're on 14.
2 of diamonds.
There you go, 28. Okay, now get me out of here. There you go. Another cool thing about the brimstone is that it will shoot over rocks. So you don't have to worry about rocks or pots or whatever have you getting in your way. We would not have been able to get that key otherwise without a bomb. But here we are. Okay, so I'm going to avoid the spikes. I'm going to jump over those. Oops. The cool thing about mushrooms is if you blow them up, there's a chance that an item mushroom will spawn. I think it's either mini mush or magic mush. Magic mushroom is Probably one of the best items in the game as far as this cursed eye is really, it's grinding my gears, man. Like serious. We do need another soul heart because methinks I'm going to take damage in the boss room and I'm going to lose that chance for the devil deal, and then I have to use the Joker card, and I don't want to do that. I'm just going to stay behind these rocks. I don't even know what these things are. Hey, super secret room. Super secret room. Oh, there we go. I don't know what kind of heart this is called, but what it does is we'll pick it up. So you see one of our red hearts is now half white, if you can call it that. Now, what happens is either when I collect another one of those white hearts, or if I go down to the next level, it will give me another full red hearts of maximum HP. So instead of having, let's say I don't take any damage from the rest of the room, I'll go down to the next level. I'll have 4 red hearts full. Mini heart attack and my half a soul heart. So we're gonna fight this boss here. Hopefully we don't take any damage. Chub Chub. Chub is actually a reference to I mean, I'm not such a great fan or knowledgeable about the game, but it's a reference to The Legend of Zelda. I'll be lying if I told you which one it was. But if he charges at you and you drop a bomb, Chub will swallow the bomb and then stop and then blow up, which is how one of the enemies in one of the Zelda, like old Zelda game worked. I can't remember which one. Which I think is pretty cool. Reference to other games. I mean, it's references to everything in this game. The belt will just make us run faster. That's great. And we do get a deal with the devil. We do want Gimpy. This Gimp suit here. That's contract from below. I don't think we want that. But let's see if we can get Gimpy without taking any damage. Nope, we took damage. Contract from below is going to be good. We could have jumped. Why didn't I jump? Oh, whatever. Contract from below. What will it will spawn more. I think every time a coin is spawned, it'll spawn more. Same with keys and bombs and hearts and stuff like that. Gimpy, every time we take damage, they will give us a pretty good chance for it to drop us a soul heart. Yeah, I like the white eyes. So that was a mini boss. You ran into those sometimes. They're usually not as strong, but I took damage. So there goes our deal with the devil, and I took damage again. So I'm about to die, and that's not great. I take stupid damage and I can't pay attention. We'll heal up there. We don't really need the key, but we'll take it anyway. Blue flames. Interesting. You can blow these things up and they act much like tinted rocks. They have a chance to drop soul hearts for you. They don't. I don't think I've ever gotten a key or a bomb or anything. I think it's just soul hearts that they can drop, but the chance of them dropping it is much lower. We just don't have the bombs for it right now. I mean, we got one, but the chance is not worth wasting our only bomb where we could use the bomb potentially to get more bombs, or almost guarantee, or for a soul, what do you call it, tinted rock, to get a much better chance of getting a soul heart. So we'll keep the bomb. These brains can be annoying if you let them run around the room, because they'll leave this blood creep behind and you can't touch that. We don't have the HP to waste. So as you can see, little Brimstone doing his job here. His health well spent. Now that we've got bombs, we're definitely going back. We definitely want... Can I do both of them at the same time? Yeah! But also, oh... Dead. Dead. No. I think it's called the Spider's Nest. It's an activatable item. What happens is when you use it, it slows everything in the room down quite significantly, and it makes the room generally easier. I think it's timed though, like it doesn't last for the rest of the room. It does wear off, but it's in a challenge room where if we pick it up, actually, but if we pick it up, it will spawn enemies for us to defeat. We don't really have the HP to defeat them, but we have a Joker card. So if we pick up that item, it will take away jump. We won't have jump anymore. And then we use the Joker card and we get teleported out of the room, so we don't have to fight our way out. And we go straight to the Devil Deal. But I don't have HP for the Devil Deal, so we'll just leave it. So there's a play there to do, should you want it. I'm not going to do it though. I don't have faith in my abilities to, or in my luck at least, to get to a Devil Deal where firstly it's not Krampus, because then we have to fight Krampus in a Devil Deal, and that's not ideal. Or to sacrifice jump for that ability to slow all my enemies down. I mean, that would be good. It is a very useful, handy item. I'm not entirely sure what the crown on top of a creep means. I think it means extra strong. I don't know if it is even extra strong. I'm not even sure. Batteries are useless to us because our activatable item is infinitely cool. Don't blow me up, don't blow me up, don't blow me up, bro. Okay, cool. Cool. Item room, what have you got for us? Spider love. Spider baby, spider revenge. I'm not even sure what spider revenge does. Let me have a look. So Spider Baby, what happens is when we get hit, we have a chance to spawn 2 blue spiders. Blue spiders are spiders that help us. And I think blue spiders also do damage according to how much damage your tiers do. So on the side over there you can see it says 3.5. I think that's how much damage a blue spider does. Why are my shops so empty? There's only 2 items here. Only 2 items. We want soul hearts. Soul hearts. So, oh fuck. And then just bombs left. Mama Mega. Mama Mega for $7. In the place of jump. Yeah, you know what? We'll actually take that. Yeah, we will. Soul heart, yay! More soul heart, yay! Okay, so Mama Mega is a one-time use only. We got 4 HP. We'll go to the Devil Deal. We'll pick up the Pentagram. Pentagram will give us damage. Just straight damage, that's all it does really. Mama Mega is a one-time use item. It's difficult to explain, kind of, but as soon as you get it, you'll get it. So this is a special kind of Monstro. It works slightly differently. I mean, it jumps around and stuff, but as you can see, it doesn't shoot the blobs of tears anymore, other than those predictable ones that shoot out symmetrically. And so he shoots out those flies. When you kill them, they will shoot out things of blood in a symmetrical order, which can be pretty easy to dodge. And he also shoots out a brimstone shot, but he only shoots that out sideways, so that's also fairly easy to dodge. 14% chance to get a deal with the devil, and we get it. But I think it only opened because we've been there, and now it's gone. I should have picked up that item, but anyway. So the yo thingy is telling me that the secret room is here, but we don't have bombs for it, and I'm not going to go look for bombs. Super secret rooms are usually disappointing anyway, so down we go. Mama Mega, here we come. So we'll use Mama Mega, and every room that we walk into, it blows up. But it doesn't just blow up, it blows up the walls as well, so we get to see where the secret rooms are. We have a curse on this. Yeah, a curse of darkness. Everything's just kind of murky, I think. So we don't have to shoot anything now, unless the creeps survive an explosion like those ones do. They're only vulnerable when they stick their necks out. We've got the keys for this. Ivy bag. Portable blood bank. Ivy bag is, it will, every time you use it, it doesn't have a cooldown. But every time you use it, it will deal damage to us. We want cancer. Yay, cancer. Cancer makes us shoot faster, just by the way. Ivy bag will deal damage to us and then give us a coin back in return. So we can essentially pay health for money. We have money though. We don't really need it. There are ways of breaking the game with Ivy bag and other items. I'm not sure what they are. I'm not really a huge fan of dealing damage to myself, because I end up dealing damage to myself enough as it is in the form of not being able to dodge. So it's super risky. This room over here is chained with 2 locks. You'll need 2 keys to get into it, and there could be a number of different rooms behind it. You won't encounter enemies. This is a key bum. You pay him keys, and at some point in time, when he decides to, any day now, he will spit out an item. Really, dude? I'm not giving you more than that. I need at least 1 key. You're just wasting my time now. They do have a chance of... Okay, we've got more keys, but I'm keeping those. They do have a chance to spit out a pretty decent item, but then he'll disappear. Or you'll just... He will eventually. Otherwise, you'll just sit there and spit out random items every time you give him... Or every... God knows how many times you give him a key. They're pretty selfish little bastards. The world will reveal the whole map to us. We've revealed pretty much most of it ourselves anyway, so we're not going to use it right now. We'll use it on the next floor. I will take a black heart, thank you. We do need to find the item room still though. Oh where could it be? There's the shop. We will go into the shop. We have money. PH Dizzle. PhD will identify every pull for us, and also takes away all the takes away all the bad pulls. As I say that, it gives us explosive diarrhea, and I'll show you what explosive diarrhea does. So we use it and we just poop bombs. explosive diarrhea. There you go. Very detrimental to your own health. But it will identify oh, seriously? It will identify all the pulls immediately, so you know more or less what they do. Empress, no. More or less what they do before you actually use them. And also, let's not get it twisted. Like, if you use a pull that we don't want this guy. We don't want that. What he does is you'll charge up, like Brimstone's charging up now, but then as soon as you release, he shoots himself across the room and bounces around and does damage. Very difficult to aim. It's not worth it, the damage that he does. Revenge Fly, whenever you take damage, that thing will fly around to the enemies around in the room and damage them. Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to aim him. He does decent damage, but we want something. Yes, like this. Quad shot. Now I can shoot 4 shots at a time. It doesn't affect little Brimstone, but it affects me, and I'm fine with that. So instead of 1 shot, we shoot 4 shots. We don't want explosive diarrhea. We want to go to the boss room. Boss room. Boss room. Mommy! I forgot that this is bomb level.
His mother, fueled with the desire to serve her god, was bearing down on Isaac. I will do as I am told, my lord. I love you above all else, Isaac's mother repeated to herself. This was the end of the line for Isaac. His mother was far too strong for him. But just as he accepted his fate, God intervened, sending an angel down from above to stop his mother's hand. And just like that, it was over.
Well, there you have it. We beat Mom. But as we know, it's not over. There's still lots to come. Lots and lots to come. I haven't unlocked any other characters as of yet. Eden. I think we have to beat Mom's heart to get an Eden token. Unlock by making 3 deals available in 1 game. Yeah. So that's it for this episode. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Next episode we will go further and see what happens after we beat Mom.